What is up, YouTube? It's your boy TNT, and today I'm going to give you guys a review on how to make a custom thumbnail on YouTube. So this is going to be a pretty simple tutorial. The best part about it is there's not going to be any download or software required, so you're just going to have to type in a website and you're good to go. Alright, so let's learn how to make these quick thumbnails. So first off, what you're going to want to do is click search on Google this. So I'm going to have the link in the description below in case you guys can get it. So pan to it, and then you want to click on backgrounder 3. Alright, so once you're in here, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and make your template. So as I said, you don't need any download required, just have to type in the website and you're good to go. So what you're going to want to do is click on basics first, and then you're going to want to click on YouTube thumbnail. Now you guys can make, as you guys can see, all these different things. You can make a YouTube one, a channel editor. But for the purpose of this video, we're doing thumbnail. So you're going to want to click on thumbnail. And then you're going to want to choose your template. So the reason why I like Panzoid a lot is because they give you some pretty well made custom thumbnails already that you guys can choose from. And the one I like to use the most is Panzoid. Is this one over here, like the fiery, fireish, orange and yellow one. If you guys don't or aren't interested in any of these thumbnails, you can go ahead and start one from scratch, or you can load a saved one that you guys already have. But for this video, let's go ahead and take this one. Now it's all up to you guys. You guys can take one at your preference, but I like this one. So now once you've chosen that, you're gonna go ahead and make sure it's a one. Okay. So YouTube thumbnail. I don't know why it changed, but you're gonna want to go ahead and click on YouTube thumbnail, like I said. So now you can go ahead and change the way the background looks. So if you guys don't like the colors here, you guys can change it into 3 different colors. So you have like a primary, a secondary, and a third color. So I find the colors are pretty good. Let's go ahead and maybe change it a bit like this. For the purpose of this video, it looks pretty good. And yeah, and you guys can also change the opacity, but I like to keep it at 1. So now you guys have your background. Looks pretty awesome. You're pretty much good to go. So you're going to want to skip layer 2 and overlays, and you're going to want to go on text with images. So this is going to be the main part of your tutorial, your main part of your thumbnail making, because this is what's going to show the most. And you guys know the point of a thumbnail is pretty much made to attract an audience. Exactly like an advertisement, it's made to attract an audience, so you want to make sure it looks as nice as possible and as bright as possible. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove this, and this is where you're going to be adding your text and your images. So to add a text, you're just going to click here, and to add an image, you're going to click here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add a text. So for the purpose of this video, I'm probably going to make the thumbnail that I'm going to use in this video, so we'll go ahead and do that. So what you're going to want to do is use the font Impact. Now I find Impact is the best font. You guys can go ahead, play around with it, even download different fonts, but the one I like to use the most is Impact. Then you're going to go ahead and type in whatever you want over here. So I'm going to type in YouTube thumbnail, and you're going to want to make sure it's in capital letters as well. So YouTube thumbnail. Then you're going to want to go and change, you're going to want to keep the color white. I mean, this is all preference, but I'm going to show you guys the way I like to use mine. So I keep the color white, and then I go ahead here and I make it a bit bigger, so like this. Maybe try to make it around 300. No, that's good. Make it around 200. That's perfect, and put that over there. So now you guys have that done. You're going to want to add a text border. So you want to click on here and add a nice black border. I like to make it black, put the thickness to around 5, and you can also add a shadow over here and make the offset. I like to make the offset around 5, so you guys can see the more it is on the x-axis, the more it goes to the right, and the more on the y, the more it goes up. So I like to keep it at x6, y0, and you can even add a blur with it. So I find that looks pretty neat, looks pretty nice, and it pretty much should attract a viewer. So now what you want to do is add an image. So then you're going to go ahead and click on the image tab over here, and then you're going to want to select an image from your computer. So for the purpose of this, I'm pretty much going to select a YouTube image that I have over there. So I'm going to go ahead and select one. You're going to want to download some images from your computer onto a PNG file. That's important, so that it has a transparent background. So I'll show you guys how to do it fast. So say you want to download a YouTube image, you would go here, type in YouTube PNG, and then you would just choose any one and use it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Go ahead and select one to add to make it even nicer. YouTube, and open it up like that. So now it's too big, as you guys can see. So you're gonna want to scale it. You have to do it manually. So you're gonna want to type in around 0.3 for each one. Will be on the X and 0.3 on the Y. Sorry, 0.3 on the Y to make it even. And I find that looks pretty good. Maybe try a bit bigger. So go to 0.5 and 0.5, and that looks pretty nice. So now you have YouTube thumbnail over here, and you have a nice image. Now what you can do is you could add a second text on the bottom, and write something like creation, YouTube tech, YouTube thumbnail, free creation or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to use this one, but you guys can understand that I'm just showing you guys the software. I'm showing you guys different things to do. You guys can pretty much play around with this and use it however you want. I'm just showing you guys my preferences. So I'm going to go ahead and use the impact font again. I'll keep the color white again. I mean, you guys can change that. Put it to I think I had it at 200 before. 200 looks nice. Put my text border on black. Go to like 5, 6 maybe. Go to 5. Keep it at 5. Put some shadow on as well. I like to put it at 6. And now I find that looks pretty awesome. And that looks pretty good. It's nice and clean, and it should attract the viewer pretty well. Now, I think what I should do is maybe make the font size a bit bigger. Let's try 225. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. And let's try 225 on the third one. So over here, the Sprite 1, it's called Sprite 1, Sprite 2. These are where all your different layers are. So whether it's a text or image, you can just go ahead and click on any of the sprites, and you can just edit your layer. So here, if I wanted to edit the second layer, which was the YouTube sign, I can go ahead and adjust it and scale it. And if I wanted to adjust, say, my third layer, which was the free creation, I can go ahead and adjust that as well at any time. So now let's make this bigger, like I said. So 225, that looks pretty nice, and that looks pretty good. And now to save your thumbnail, you can just go ahead and click on download your background over here. It's gonna download. Click on download over there, and it's gonna redirect you over here. You guys will see something pop up on the Chrome here. Oh, here it is. PNG. You're going to show in folder. Right click, rename, name it anything you want. So thumbnail, background, and click on enter, and you can go ahead and copy it into the folder you want. So into your thumbnail folder, paste it, and there it is. So I know it wasn't the best thumbnail, but I didn't want to take forever. Usually they take me a bit more longer to do, but once you get used to it, it's going to take you 5 minutes to do. I tell you guys, it's going to be super quick. You'll be just doing these so fast and well and effectively, and I find for something that pretty much took me 5 minutes on a video, it's actually not horrible. It looks pretty nice, it's clean, and it should attract the viewers. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.